Nearly a dozen young men are charged with hazing in the death of a Louisiana State University freshman. Maxwell Gruver died last month after becoming highly intoxicated at a fraternity pledge event. 10 current and former LSU students are accused of forcing this 18-year-old to heavily drink. Gruver is at least the second student to die this year after a hazing incident involving alcohol. In February, you may remember, Penn State student Timothy Piazza died. Omar Villafranca is on LSU's campus in Baton Rouge. Omar, good morning.
Good morning. All 10 suspects were members of the Phi Delta Theta fraternity here at LSU, but the national organization has since terminated their membership. Now, witnesses say Gruver was targeted because he was often late to events, and they forced him to drink because he had trouble reciting the Greek alphabet during pledging. It took less than 5 hours for all 10 current and former LSU students to surrender to campus police on Wednesday. The men were arrested and brought to the local prison. All are charged with one misdemeanor count of hazing. 19-year-old Matthew Nakan is also charged with a felony count of negligent homicide. According to the affidavit, he was the most aggressive during the alleged hazing incident. His bail was set at $10,000.
Get away!
9 of the suspects were released on bond in less than 24 hours.
I don't think he's going to be pleading guilty at this point.
Franz Borgart is an attorney for Sean Pennison.
I don't know what happened in that fraternity house. I have my client's version of the story. I'm looking forward to seeing everyone else's version of the story, but we're going to do it in a court of law.
An arrest warrant shows pledges received a text message on September 13th ordering them to Bible study at 10 p.m. at the chapter house. Once there, pledges were quizzed about the fraternity's history. If they answered a question incorrectly, they were forced to drink 190 proof alcohol. Around midnight, witnesses say Gruver was highly intoxicated and left on a couch. 9 hours later, he was found with a weak pulse. Fraternity members took him to the hospital where he was pronounced dead. An autopsy revealed Gruver's blood alcohol level was 0.495% at the time of his death, more than 6 times the legal driving limit and nearly 2 times what's considered to be a life-threatening level of alcohol. Justin Franklin shared a suite with Gruver in a dorm on campus.
If you're supposed to be a club full of friends and people who have life-lasting relationships, why did his life have to end so early?
If convicted of hazing, the suspects could get 30 days in jail and also expelled from LSU. Now, if convicted, Nakan could get 5 years in prison for that negligent homicide charge. The district attorney does plan to take over in the investigation and says more charges could be filed. Charlie?
Thanks, Omar.